Good morning everyone. In this video, we will start our unit number 4 for the subject OHP, that is hydraulic valves and accessories. In a hydraulic system, the hydraulic energy available from a pump is converted into motion and force by means of an actuator. The control of these mechanical outputs, that is motion and force, is one of the most important functions in a hydraulic system. So the proper selection of control system ensures that the desired output and safe function of the system. In order to control the hydraulic outputs, different types of control valves are required, and it is important to know various types of control valves and their functions. So there are basically three types of control valves employed in a hydraulic system. First one is the directional control valve, second flow control valve, and third one pressure control valve. These control valves contain ports that are external openings for the fluid to enter and leave. The number of ports in is usually identified by the term way. For example, a valve with 4 ports is named as a 4-way valve. The fluid flow rate is responsible for the speed of actuator, that is the motion of the output, and it should be controlled in a hydraulic system. This operation can be performed by using flow control valves. So let us see one by one. As first one is the directional control valve. Directional control valves are used to control the distribution of energy in a fluid power system. They provide the direction to the fluid and allow the fluid in a particular direction. These valves are used to control the start, stop, and change in direction of the fluid flow. These valves regulate the flow direction in the hydraulic circuit. If we further divide this directional control valve, then there are basic 4 types, in which first one is the classification of a directional control valve based on the types of construction. So according to that, it is having 2 types, that is puppet valves and spool valves. The second type is the classification based on the number of ports. So basic 3 types are there, 3 subtypes. First one is 2-way valves, second 3-way valves, and third one 4-way valves. The third basic classification, that is based on the number of switching positions. It is having 2 types, that is 2 position and 3 position. And the fourth one is the classification of a directional control valve based on the actuating mechanism. So it is having total 6 types, that is manual actuation, mechanical actuation, solenoid actuation, hydraulic actuation, pneumatic actuation, and indirect actuation. Now let us go through the various classification of directional control valve. First one is classification of a directional control valve based on the types of construction. So first type is the check valve. Check valve is also known as the puppet valve. These are unidirectional valves, and they permit the free flow in one direction only. These valves have 2 ports, one for the entry of the fluid and the other for the discharge. They are consist of a housing bore, in which ball or puppet is held by a small spring force. The valve having ball as a closing member is known as ball check valve. The various types of check valves are available for a range of applications. These valves are generally small in size and simple in construction, and they are also inexpensive. Generally, the check valves are automatically operated. Any external control system is not required in this type of valves. These valves can wear out or they can generate the cracks after the prolonged usage, and therefore they are mostly made of plastics for easy repair and replacement. The check valve is designed for a specific cracking pressure, which is the minimum upstream pressure at which the valve operates. The ball is held against the valve, that is by the spring force, and it can be observed from the figure that the fluid flow is not possible from the spring side, but the fluid flow from opposite side can pass by lifting the ball against it. When the closing member is not a ball but a puppet energized by a spring is known as the puppet valve. The advantage of the puppet valve includes that no leakage, then it is having a long life, it is suitably with high pressure application, and these valves are commonly used in liquid or the gel mini pump that is used in the dispenser spigots, then spray devices, and some rubber bulbs for pumping air, the manual air pumps, then refillable dispensing springs. The pressure drop is comparatively less in the right angle check valves. Some valves are made for the applications where free flow is required in one direction and restricted flow required in the other direction. These type of valves are called the restriction check valves, that you can see in the figure on the right hand side. The flow adjustment screw is provided, and it is having a needle valve that can control the flow of the fluid. Next type of the valve is the spool valve. The spool valves derive their name from their appearance. It consists of a shaft sliding in a bore which has a large groove around the circumference. This type of construction makes it look like a spool. The spool is sealed along the clearance between moving spool and housing, that is the valve body. The quality of the seal or amount of leakage depends on the amount of clearance, viscosity of fluid, and the level of pressure. You can see it from the first figure. The grooves guides the fluid flow by interconnecting or blocking the holes. The spool valves are categorized according to the number of operating positions and the way hydraulic lines interconnects. One of the simplest two-way spool valve is shown in the second figure, the first on the right side of your screen. The standard terms are referred as port P is a pressure port, then port T is the tank port, and port A and B are the actuator, or that is also known as the working ports. The actuators can move in forward or backward direction, that depends on the connectivity of the pressure and tank port with actuator port. Then second is the classification of valve based on the number of ports. So first it is classified as the two-way port. You can see from these two figures, the two-way ports are, or two-way valves are having only two ports. These valves are also known as on-off valve because they allow the fluid flow only in one direction. Normally the valve is closed. These valves are available as normally open and normally closed functions. These are the simplest type of spool valves. Then second is three-way valves. Three-way valves are, as the name suggests, it is having the three ports or three valves. When a valve has one pressure port, one tank port, and one actuating port, as shown in figure, it is known as three-way valve. In this valve, the pressure port pressurizes one port and exhausts the another one. As shown in the figure, only one actuator port is opened at a time. In some cases, a neutral position is also available when both ports are blocked Generally, these valves are used to operate single acting cylinders. Next type of valve is four-way valves. It is generally used to operate the cylinders and the fluid motors in both directions. The four-way are port P, then tank port capital T, and two working ports as A and B that are connected with the actuator. The primary function of a four-way valve is to pressurize and exhaust two working ports A and B alternatively. So you can see from the figure that indicates three-position four-way valve in open center mode. These type of valves have three switching positions and they have a variety of possible flow path configurations but have identical flow path. Now if we see the second type here, that is a three-position four-way valve, that is from P to B and at A to T. This figure shows when left end B is actuated. You can see here the port P is connected with the port B and the port A is connected with port T. So this is the first way out of the three positions. The second way is when the port P is connected with port A and B is connected with port T. Here port P is the port which is used for pressurization, T is used for tank port, and A and B are the working ports. The next is the closed center. Three positions out of three positions, the third one is the closed center that you can see from the figure. This indicates a three-position four-way valve in the closed center position. The working of the valve is similar to the open center, and in closed center direction control valve, all user ports, that ports A and port B, are closed. Therefore, these ports are hydraulically locked and the actuator cannot move by the external load. Next is the tandem centered valve. So the figure shows this, and in a tandem centered three position four-way direction control valve, the working ports A and B are blocked and the pump port P is connected to the tank port T. This tandem center results in the locked actuator. However, pump to tank flow takes place at the atmospheric temperature, and this kind of configurations can be used when the load is needed to hold. The only disadvantage of high pressure pumping in case of closed center can be removed by using this configuration. The regenerative center is another important type that you can see from the figure, and it is also used in the hydraulic circuits. Regenerative means the flow is generated from the system itself. Regenerative center is used when the actuator movement in one direction requires two different speeds. For example, the half length of the stroke requires fast movement during no load condition, and the remaining half length requires slow motion during the load condition. So the regenerative center, it will save the pump power and it will provide the motion of the fluid in this way. Next is the floating center. You can see from the figure the floating center that is indicating 3/4 directional control valve in its mid position. The pump port is blocked and both the working ports A and B are connected to the tank port T. Therefore, the working ports A and B can be moved freely, which is a reason they are called as the floating center. The pumped fluid passes through the relief valve. Therefore, the pump work in the high pressure condition. This configuration is used only in some special cases. So these are the various types which we went through. Still two types are remaining for the classification of directional control valve, that is based on the number of switching position, and second is the based on actuating mechanism. So for this video you have to complete this task, that is first you have to write down the classification of directional control valve. Second, you have to explain classification of a directional control valve based on the types of construction with neat sketch. And the third question you have to write down is explain the classification of a directional control valve based on the number of ports with neat sketch. Write down this task, write down these questions and submit on Google Classroom. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you.